I'm lying in the whitest room known to mankind. Bleach walls, antiseptic air, machines gossiping in beeps. Nurse Clara leans over me. "Do you know where you are, honey?" "Bayview Medical," I croak. My throat feels like sandpaper. I collapsed at work, stress and dehydration. Apparently, when your brain ignores the warning lights, your body throws the emergency brake. I thumb the TV remote. News, infomercials, a cooking show. Then the Travel Channel pops up. Destinations of dreams. Cameras glide across a monster. Cruise ship, the oceanic paradise. Champagne, sunlight, designer sunglasses. People laughing like bills don't exist. The shot lands on four faces at the rail. My wife, Miranda, in a yellow dress I've never seen. Her friend, Damon Pike, arm around her waist. Her sisters, Kira and Naomi, flanking them like backup dancers. My blood goes cold. I grab my phone. A new alert flashes like a siren. Cruise trip 984260, approved. My emergency card, the one I gave Miranda. I call her. "Where are you?" "At work," she says, calm as a lake. "Why?" I glance at the TV. She's still on screen, laughing. "At work," I repeat. Then I whisper, "Enjoy yourself." And hang up. Something inside me clicks. It isn't rage, it's clarity. The denial ends here. Who I was. I'm Rowan Carter, 39, senior project manager at Streamline Logistics. The reliable guy, the on-time guy, the we'll-figure-it-out guy. Miranda used to love that. Then her family, the Hawthorns, made it clear steady is code for boring. Her parents, Harold and Beatrice, live in a marble museum. Kira runs a boutique events company. Naomi does marketing. They worship Damon Pike, the tan, toothy entrepreneur who talks like a TED Talk and smells like a timeshare pitch. I ignored the red flags, client dinners, new bags from grateful clients, business retreats with her sisters. I was the safe background to their shiny lives. Not anymore. Following the Money Hospital Wi-Fi, banking app, dread. The cruise charge is the cockroach I can see. Behind it, plenty more. Thridas $200 to Paradise Resort and Spa, St. Thomas. $1,800 to Bella Boutique Luxury. $950 to Azure VIP Spa Experience. $20,400 to Captain's Elite Excursion Package. Timestamps stacked within minutes. Not random spending. A plan. Then the cloud photos sync. New albums, Sea Day 1, St. Thomas Adventure, Captain's Dinner, Miranda, radiant, Damon, hand on her back, Kira and Naomi, champagne and heart emojis. I screenshot everything. "Call my best friend Omar, an IT security analyst. Lock down your money," he says. "Fraud alerts on all 3 bureaus. New bank, new passwords, build a paper trail. I do it all. Fraud alerts, new accounts, direct deposit moved. Auto pays, severed. Our credit card gets frozen. A new number is on the way." Omar digs into Damon. 3 LLCs, complaints, shady filings. 1 company, Paradise Ventures. I scroll back. A $500 payment to Paradise Ventures 3 months ago. A consulting fee. Sure. The pattern widens. Monthly charges to Hawthorne Events LLC, Kira's company, a strip mall mailbox for an office. Money hops from our account to Kira's LLC, then to vendors, then, surprise, to entities tied to Damon. This isn't a fling, it's an operation. Lawyer UPI call Isabel Reyes, a divorce attorney who specializes in high-conflict finances. She listens, no gasps, no pity, just focus. "Don't confront anyone," she says. "Bring everything tomorrow. We freeze assets first, then we strike." I spend the night building a binder. Statements, screenshots, timestamps, photo metadata. Next morning, her conference table is a crime board. "Damon's a serial scammer," Isabel says. 3 aliases, suspended license, feds sniffing, around. "Your in-laws?" "Their shell companies move money for him." "How much?" I ask. 47,000 over 18 months, so far. Breath leaves my lungs. Then the anger returns with purpose. We hit them when the ship docks. she says. Process servers, asset freezes, PI on site, no warning. She introduces Leora Chun, a private investigator with Port Authority contacts. I'll have eyes on them the second they step off, Leora promises. Video, photos, timestamps, game on, dockside detonation 10:40 a.m., the oceanic paradise. Docks, Leora calls. Wind, seagulls, footsteps. I've got them, she whispers. Matching white luggage. Your wife is glued to Pike. The process server, Janet Kowalski, steps in. Papers served, Leora reports. To all four. A local news crew overhears the commotion. Cameras swing over. My phone erupts. Calls, texts, voicemails. I answer none. Kira tries first. Lies on standby. It was a work retreat. I give her the short version. I have records, Kira. 18 months, shell companies, money laundering, silence. Naomi calls next. Think of the family reputation. It's already on Channel 7, I say. Think of the charges. Harold and Beatrice follow. Let's keep this private, son. Should have kept the money private, I answer. Finally, Damon himself calls. Rowan, let's be gentlemen. About this. What kind of gentleman bills another man's card for adjoining suites? Misunderstanding, he says. Creative financing. Wire fraud, I say. Conspiracy. A beat too long. He slips. You don't know how long, thanks for the timeline, I say, and hang up. By 4 p.m., Isabel calls back. Assets frozen, FBI interested, and your wife is now local news. I drive home smiling for the first time in months. Dinner. Theater Miranda's waiting in a pale blue dress. The performance begins the moment I park. Thank God you're home, she sobs. I was terrified. Inside, the table is set with wedding china, beef stew, the smell of nostalgia and lies. She chatters about work, about reports, about a weird call from a law office. Miranda, I say quietly. Where were you this week? She freezes. The mask slips, then slides back on. At work. I saw you on TV, I say. Yellow dress, Damon's hand on your back. Her spoon clatters. A splatter of stew. On white linen. I can explain? I have the bank records, the photos, the transfers through your sister's LLC. This isn't a mistake. It's a con. Tears come, but they're not remorse. They're panic. What does this mean? She whispers. It means call a lawyer, I say. A good one. I pack a bag. I leave her sobbing at the table she set for a marriage that no longer exists. 6 months later, coffee, city skyline, a calm I don't recognize, but like the Miami Herald headline, real estate broker sentenced to 7 years in federal fraud. Damon looks smaller in orange. Kira, 3 years for money laundering. Naomi, 18 months and fines. Harold and Beatrice, assets forfeited, cooperation agreements, a modest condo. Miranda, 4 years federal time. The judge wasn't charmed by I was manipulated. Our divorce finalized 4 months ago. I kept my retirement, recouped the stolen money with interest, and sold the house. More victims came forward after the Port video aired. Turns out Damon was part of a network. 23 defendants across 6 states. The feds called my case the Keystone. I testified 3 times. Every document admissible. Every timestamp aligned. They tried to play victims. Jurors didn't buy it. Omar texts, drinks to celebrate? Absolutely. I'm at a new job now. Better pay. Real appreciation. My doctor says my stress numbers dropped. Like a rock. I tell him I switched prescriptions. From denial to boundaries. I'm dating again. Sarah, a state prosecutor, grins across the table. You didn't just catch them, she told me. You buried them. By the book. She's... Right. The old me would have blown up at the first lie. The new me got quiet, got smart, and got even. Legally. Isabel calls. Rowan, the DOJ wants you for the larger case. Your file brought the whole network down. I lock my door, step into the morning sun, and smile. 7 years of marriage taught me who I'll never be again. 6 months of resolve taught me exactly who I am. Unstoppable.